Hey everybody, VP here, and it's time for another episode of Embattled. That's right, this is Embattled, the series in which we play Hearthstone's game mode, Battlegrounds. That's right, guys. Battlegrounds is an auto battler, similar to auto chess or some of those other auto games that are out there. A lot of fun. I really enjoy this game mode. So the first thing you have to do, of course, is pick a hero. You get a choice of 3. I go with the Curator in this case. Each hero has a different power, in case you haven't watched any of my other videos. And the Curator's power is they start with a 1/1 Amalgam. Now, an Amalgam has all tribe types, so certain minions in the game have a tribe type that goes with them. The current tribe types in Battlegrounds right now are Murlocs, Demons, Beasts, and I feel like I'm missing. Oh, and mechs. Those are the 4 tribes that are in Battlegrounds right now. But of course, there are other tribes in the game. They're just not in the Battlegrounds game mode yet. But I'm sure as the game continues to grow, we will get those other tribes. So as you can see here, I picked up a Murloc. I think it's a Murloc Battlemaster or something. Murloc Scout. Oh, it's a Murloc Scout. 2/1 that brings out a 1/1. So, starting the game with 3 minions, starting your first fight with 3 minions on the board is pretty good. It's pretty good, actually. As you can see, we do pull this off. 2 damage. Just like that. And now we are into round 2. Again, if you've never watched this series before or are not familiar with the game is kind of composed of 2 different phases. The first phase right here is the recruitment phase, where you pick what minions you want to add to your lineup. Each minion that is available costs 3 coins there, and it looks like I'm looking at our player there. But yeah, each minion that's available costs 3 coins. You start off with 3 coins to begin with, and then you get 1 coin every round until finally you reach 10 coins, in which you can't get any more coins. So that's how you buy units in this game. And then second phase is what we're seeing right here, the battle phase. Yeah, we just battle it out. I don't have any minions left alive, so that means the other player gets to do damage. And you do play against 7 other players in this game mode, so that's what you see there. Some of them are bots. Pretty sure some of them are bots. But a majority of them are players. So here we are back in the shop phase again. I am looking at who I play there on the left side. It shows who I'm going to be playing next. In this case, it's Van Cleef. I got 5 coins. It costs 3 coins to purchase a minion. Your other Murlocs have +2 attack. I'm trying to decide between the Murloc War Leader there and the another Murloc Scout. And I do go with the War Leader. It looks like I'm pulling off a Murloc strategy here, but I don't think I stick with the Murloc strategy if I remember correctly. Murlocs are pretty good minions to have early on, and I think in the latest updates they've increased. You know, they've gained some potency for the late game as well. But I never had much luck with them. They really are good in the early game though. So that is the game that we are in right now. Looks like I'm gonna take these Murlocs for a while. Like I said, I think I start with the Murloc strategy here, since the game's just giving me choices of Murlocs, a lot of Murlocs. So I'm like, okay, you want me to play Murlocs? I'll play Murlocs. Why not? All right, and as you can see here, that is my army right in front of us here. Those minions stay, even if they die in the battle phase, they come back during the recruitment phase. So these minions will always be on the board for every fight. So the goal really is to just keep buffing up minions until you have really strong minions, and as you can level up your tavern tiers as you go along. For coins, of course. Everything costs coins in this game. And then when you level up your tier, you get more minions available to you in the recruitment phase, and also more powerful ones. You unlock more powerful minions. This one we do pull off another fight. We do 5 damage right there. Boom! And as you can see, after every fight, it kind of ranks us in that left column there from where we are. I am in second place currently. Right above me is the Rat King, and see how he's pushed out. His little portrait is pushed out right there. That means that's who I'm going to play next. And they are currently in first place, and it doesn't look like they've taken a whole lot of damage. So we'll see how this fight goes for us. Me, in the meantime, I am looking to... I think I'm looking to get more Murlocs here. Although I am looking at this Replicating Menace to try to throw onto my my original 1/1 Amalgam. I got him buffed up to 5/1 Amalgam right now, thanks to all these Murloc buffs. I don't have enough gold to get a minion here. Do I freeze it? Do I get rid of something? See, I haven't played this game in a while, so look, I got 2 coins left. Ideally, you want to get rid of all your coins. You know, it's not going to happen every round, but you want to try to get as close as you can, because then you're playing as optimally as you can. Because if you think about it, if you don't spend all your coins and somebody else spends all their coins, then they are, you know, by default, are going to have usually a better chance because they have purchased, you know, more units or upgraded their tiers or something. So you want to try to use all of your coins as much as you can. I do get Shifter Zool here. It's a nice little card that changes as it's in my hand. It changes into a random minion, so you can get some pretty good stuff out of that. Usually, sometimes some higher tier stuff. He's only a tier 3, but sometimes he'll produce a bigger tier. And then if you sell a minion back, like I do there, you get 1 coin back. So now I have 2 coins, which was a mistake on my part, because I was hoping to sell it back, have 3 coins, and then get that. But now I've had to sell 2 of my minions, and I think I just weakened my board here, really. But we're gonna go with it. Go with Amalgam. Oh no, I should have buffed the Amalgam. You know, the game gives you an Amalgam, you should use it. But that's okay. Trying to buff all my minions. Spread the love. Ooh, ouch. I see those I got those 1/1s out of there because one of my Death Rattles minion died. Death Rattle means that if a minion dies, they do something when they die. And in this case, this one spits out 1/1 units. 3 1/1 units. So.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit here. I am struggling a little bit. My shifter turned into a tier, what is that, tier 5, I think? I can't see it. I haven't moused over it. I haven't moused over it, so I can't really see it right now. But I'm thinking about getting a Khadgar here. Yep, I'm going to get a Void Lord out there. Yeah, it's a 3/9, and see, he has a Death Rattle. Summon 2 1/3 demons with taunt. So if it dies, it's going to summon 2 1/3 demons with taunt. And if something has taunt, then the enemy minions have to attack it first. So I pair that with Khadgar here, who allows me to summon anything that summons creatures, summons twice as many. So now my Void Lord there, instead of summoning 2 1/3 taunts, will summon, when the Void Lord dies and triggers the Death Rattle, it'll summon 4 1/3 taunts as long as Khadgar stays alive. So that's why we go with Khadgar here. His stats are pretty weak, but his ability is pretty strong. Clearly got a beast player here. I say they're a beast player because most of their units are beasts. And one of the key components to the beast strategy is, of course, that hyena, starving hyena there, because it gets buffed every time every time a beast dies, it gets a buff. But we do pull this off, get some damage in there, 9 damage, boom! So that was a pretty good fight for us.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Okay, so now with Khadgar on my board, I want to get things that summon other things. Because I can get twice as many things when I summon things. If that makes sense. That's a lot of things in there, VP. I don't know. Hopefully it makes sense. So yeah, this piloted Shredder, or it's actually a piloted Sky Captain, When it dies, see Death Rattle summon a random, I think it's a 4-cost minion. So he'll summon a random 4-cost minion, but since Khadgar's on my board, if Khadgar stays alive, he'll summon 2 4-cost minions. So, you know, the more minions you can spit out in a game, in a battle, the better chance you have of winning that battle. And I do get a second Khadgar there. I think I'm trying for a triple. If you get 3 of the same card, then it makes a triple, which it combines the cards together, makes it a more powerful card, and then you can play that, and when you play your triple, you get a free minion from the next tier. So triples are pretty powerful if you can get them. Alright, we get an Amalgam out there. Or not an Amalgam, we brought out another creature that summons beasts. I think it just summons a 1-cost, so now with Khadgar on the board, it'll summon 2 1-cost minions, which isn't great, but it still summons minions, so the more stuff I can get out, the better. The only problem is you have to have room on your side of the board in order to summon those things. And you can only have 7 minions on the board at a time, so... But it looks like we pull this off quite handedly. Yep. And that's going to be a lot of damage. Look at all the minions I have left. They all add to the damage I do. 19 damage to Rafam. Take that, Mr. Rafam!
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Okay. I grabbed that, I froze that to, yeah, I want to buff my Amalgam. But I have to cycle something, and yeah, let's cycle out that Mounted Raptor. And when I say cycle out, I just mean sell it back and try to get buffs, basically. You're trying to get as many buffs as you can, and then finally you play down a minion, you know, when you've went through all of your coins, basically. At least that's how I play. That is how I play the game, anyways. There's a Magnetic Divine Shield Taunt. That means it combines with that minion next to it. Magnetics can only combine with mechs, and since that Amalgam counts as a mech, that's why they can combine. So now that mech, or that Amalgam, is an 8/8 Death Rattle with Divine Shield. And if they have Divine Shield on them, that means the first thing that hits them takes off the Divine Shield, but doesn't do anything else to them. So you have to kind of damage them twice, basically, which can be pretty tricky.
Get some minions in play.
And I got that out too late. So, again, my speed is not quite at its peak at this moment. I haven't played in a while, so it takes a little while to get used to the timing again. Alright, there's my 1/3s coming out. I'm at the 3/3s now. Goes Khadgar, that's okay. Pretty much won this fight just like that. Not a whole lot of damage, but I do 10 damage, so that's not a bad chunk. All right.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
All right, we got another magnetic taunt, and I just dump it right on my Amalgam. I could have put it on the Sky Captain there, which would have probably been okay, but I just throw it on my Amalgam. This will buff my Amalgam too, so now I'm cycling. I'm just getting minions that are available that buff my other minions. The higher my stats, you know, on my minions, the better chance I have at, you know, hurting other players' minions. Right, that buffs my demons, which counts the Amalgam and my my Void Lord there. I think this is where I'm doing the misplay right here. I get rid of my, okay, maybe not yet. Now I'm just reordering stuff. I still have 2 coins left, so I could possibly, now I can't, but I could have sold something and bought another minion, but I don't. I run out of time. I freeze the board, and I didn't even catch what I had there. But there was probably something good there that I wanted. If you freeze your recruitment board, that means they'll be available on your next turn. If you don't freeze it, then all the minions they offer you reset, so you get completely new minions. So that's a lot of damage. Take him out. Knocked out the Rat King just like that.
Nice work, out.
Yeah, so why did I
Keep
freeze
up the
this?
pressure.
What was I freezing this for? Okay, I want to get the Toxifin. That gives my Murloc Poisonous. Poisonous, of course, if a minion has Poisonous, they just automatically kill whatever they damage. So, good to have Poisonous on your minions. And there's not a lot of things in Battleground that give things poison, but the Toxifin is one, and it gives a Murloc poison in my little guy in there, which I started with. The Amalgam, it counts as a Murloc, so we do tier up as well. And not really see a whole lot here. I can sell one minion to get another coin. Yep, and then I can yeah, get something else, VP. Get that mech. You could have got the mech, yeah. Buff your mech. Go ahead and buff the mech. Or replicate it. Yeah, any one of those work. So this thing has magnetic, and I put that on my piloted Sky Captain. And yeah, I am out of coins. I wouldn't mind getting that, give my mech +2/+2. Yeah, see how I'm kind of mousing over. That means I really want that card. So I don't want my minions to go away. I want to keep that minion on the board. That's why I froze it. Freezing minions doesn't cost anything. So just keeps all the minions there on the board next time that the bartender offers them to you. Otherwise, if I didn't freeze it, then I get new minions, you know. So that's why you freeze your board. Whew. Throwing a lot of facts at you guys here. Hopefully you're following up here. And again, this is just mainly for anybody that's just like tuning in now. You might want to go back and watch some of my older Embattled videos, where I might explain things a little better. But in the meantime, this is what we're doing. Bartendron has 1 health left, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off because he's got that big 30-29 demon on the board. But Poisonous kills it immediately, and I do get some damage in here, which is enough to kill Bartendron. 8 damage. Yeah. Knocking another one out, guys. Knocking another one out. Okay. So we froze this board so I can get that mech buff. Yeah, get that guy. He's going to buff a mech. Do I buff the Amalgam? Yeah, let's buff the Poisonous Taunt Divine Shield guy. Why not? Why not?
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Got another replicating menace there. Is that what that is? I know I'm mousing over things too fast. I'm racing the clock. I'm racing the clock.
My shield for Argon.
All right, get some buffs in there. That's good. That is good. Somewhere in here, I do a misplay, and I get rid of my my Void Lord, which is kind of rough. But looking at my board now, I see why I do it, because he is the smallest statted minion, but with Khadgar, he pushes out so much stuff. Yeah, I get this guy. Yep, I put him to the right of that minion in case I get cleaved, which attacks 2 minions at the same time. If I get cleaved on my taunt there, it won't hurt Khadgar, because I want Khadgar alive for as long as he can be. Alright. Lots of Divine Shields on that side of the board. It's okay, Khadgar's putting in the work. Yeah. I just got 2 more Khadgars. Why not? Why not? Now potentially I could make, I don't know how many copies of minions whenever I summon them. But alas, I lost my Khadgar. It's kind of my big strategy here. I think I do pull this off, maybe? Yeah, we do pull it off. Barely. But it's enough to do enough damage and to knock the Lich King out of the game. How many players have we knocked out of this game? At least 3, I think.
You're good at this.
So we're knocking some people out. And now it's down to the top 2. It's me and Van Cleef, guys. Me and Van Cleef fighting it out. And I think this is where the misplay comes in. When I get rid of my Void Lord. But we'll see. I'm looking for buffs here.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
+2/+2 on a mech.
Defensive systems online.
I put it on my amalgam. I probably could have put it on my egg there, so the egg could actually do something, since it's just a 0/5. Here's another mech buffer. That gives all my mechs +3 attack, so that's a good card to cycle out. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. I got 3 coins left. Give my demons +1/+1.
You're going with this.
I got 1, 2, 3 demons on the board, so that's pretty good buff. And then I'm looking at getting, the security rover out there, because whenever it takes damage, I summon a taunt, and if Khadgar's alive, that means it summons 2 taunts. So again, it's that cycle of trying to keep as many minions on the board as you can.
These minions are slobs.
Yeah, just leave it. We just leave it like that, VP. Combat, round 1. He has a Khadgar as well. A couple minions with Divine Shield. Not feeling terribly threatened yet. We both have quite a lot of health. He's at 34 health, I'm at 30 health, so we're the only 2 left, so that means we're just going to be duking it out until somebody wins. Now it's looking a little sad for me. Khadgar's gonna drop out 2 more 8/8s. I don't think it's enough to get the job done here. Yeah. Nope. Van Cleef takes the first round. And that's 12 damage. So that wasn't a great round for us.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
I do still have my Void Lord here. Yeah, we can get rid of that. No, I should have purchased. See, you need to purchase first, because I was at 10 coins. If I purchased, that would cost 3 coins, and then when you sell a minion back, it cost 1. So by selling first and then purchasing, I basically lost a coin. So that's one of the silly mistakes that I make quite often. No, you don't need that for anything, VP. I wouldn't even grab it. Don't even grab that. Yeah, let's just look for something else. Look for something else. Yeah, we want to get that out there, but we got 8 coins, VP. Let's keep cycling stuff.
Go ahead and hire
Wow,
one of these
instant
recruits.
triple. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Tactical choice.
Yep, that's an instant triple. I got 3 of the same thing, so it turns that card into a triple, a 4/12, and now it makes it makes mechs. And then I also get a tier 6. I think I go with the Foe Reaper here, just because it has cleave. Yeah, and then I'll get rid of that. Put the Foe Reaper in, looking pretty good.
Harvesting servos.
Got 1 coin left. Not a bad round for us. But will it be enough to pull off a fight there? Look at that cleave going to work already. Yep. And so yeah, then in the battle mode they just randomly fight. I don't get to pick who fights. You don't get to pick who fights who. They just fight. You know, it just all happens randomly. So you can kind of sit back and watch and pray, pray that your stuff comes out on top. And in this particular case, it does look like we are coming out on top of this. Although that's going to spit out a taunt. I'm going to spit out some 1/1s. Okay, so we get the second round. We win the second round and we do 12 damage. Boom. I wasn't super happy with my fighting, my battle there. Wasn't super happy with the fighting right there. And now I am kind of trying to decide, what do I want to do? I like all the minions that I have on my board right now, so it's hard to cycle out, but you really need to do that because that last battle was kind of close. So I do get rid of my Void Lord here. I still think that's a mistake in retrospect, because it was spitting out some demons. But in retrospect, it was only spitting out 4/1/3 demons, and I don't think they were coming out all that often. Battlecry Death Riddle. That's actually one of the new new minions that they added to the Battlegrounds mode to kind of boost up the Murloc strategy, so Murlocs have something in-game to look forward to. Okay, that's only going to affect one of my guys.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
I got 1 coin left. Looks like a pretty strong board here. It's all dependent on Khadgar staying alive, really. Okay. That Cleave going to town. Cleave doesn't really pay off a whole lot there, but it does do a little bit of damage. Okay. He's got some pretty big minions out there compared to me. I've got a lot of body on my minions. My stats on my minions are a little low. I spit out a lot of minions when minions die, but I don't think I have the stats to keep up with the stats that he has on his guys, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. That's all we can do. That is all we can do, so round 3. Whew. Round 3 goes to Van Cleef. What do I need to do? Well, it looks like I need to buff my minions to the ceiling and back.
Pick yourself back up.
His minions have so much more stats on them than my minions. My minions spit out a lot of minions after they die, which would be great, but the stats don't really stack up, so I don't know if it dawns on me in this particular game. But I am looking. Taking a long time to decide what I want to do here. Yeah, we just go to see what else we can get. Give adjacent minions +1/+1 and taunt. Yep. It's like, now what do I cycle out? I like all of these minions. I like all the minions that I have. Yep, I cycle out the Khadgar because I have another Khadgar in my hand. So what you'll see me do is play that other Khadgar in my hand back down after I'm done cycling and trying to get buffs out of these minions. I got 7 coins left. I got 4 coins left. Buffing some minions. I probably need to buff more than just my amalgam here, but I think that's all I can get. And I'm struggling a little bit. I'm running out of time. Get the Khadgar out there, but I still have 4 coins left. I could have done one more thing. I could have got one more buff before that, but I ran out of time. So. We'll see how it goes here, though, guys. So far, Van Cleef has won 2 rounds. I've won one round. This is our 4th round going at it. Yeah, look at that. He's got a 25-16, a 21-15, and every time a mech gets put out there, his 25-16 gets a divine shield. So, oh, there goes my Khadgar. What a fight, man! What a fight! But in the end, these big minions, I just can't. I can't push through them, guys. I just cannot push through them. I got 16 damage left. It's not going to be enough to do a whole lot. Yeah, and just like that, he does 5 base damage, plus his minions give him 12 damage. That knocks me out. Yeah, I just couldn't deal with those big minions he had on the board. I just didn't get my minions up, but that's okay. I got 2nd place, ranked up 74 points. So I'll take it, man. 2nd place isn't too shabby, man. 2nd place isn't too shabby, guys. So yeah, that's another game of Hearthstone Battlegrounds, guys. Whew. And some of these games just get so crazy. As you can see right there, we went 4 rounds in the end, just me and this other guy. But in the end, he pulled off the victory, guys. He pulled off the victory. I'm getting a little closer to 4,000. I had been to 4,000 rating once, but then I fell back down, guys. But anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. This is VP. I am signing off. We'll see you later. And hey, keep on gaming.